Um, All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Lord Darth Minimus back in the building. How you feeling? How you living? We got the homie Unkle Samm here.
What's up, man?
That's my dog. I was supposed to do a whole bunch of other stuff, but apparently my computer just doesn't like me sometimes, and that is completely fine. But we got the homie Unkle Samm here. We're going to be interviewing him, talking about his new EP, Unkle Samm Cinema. So we are when I tell you this is a very full circle moment where we have one of my closest friends as well as just a great human being in general. The art that he's created through his music is something that is just it's great. And I really want y'all to experience it. We'll talk about the album. We'll talk about some things that have come out of it. But also, let's just have a good time with the homies, you know? Ain't nothing ever wrong with that. So, Uncle Samm, I'm gonna give you the stage for a little bit. Let's just talk about your journey as an artist. Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Well, in a sense, I guess my whole family does music. That's where it starts. Is
Mm.
that everybody in my family does something. My mom, she sings, plays piano. My brother, he sings, plays guitar. My dad is one of the best guitar players I've ever heard. I
Mm-hmm.
always say that. He's in a lot of my songs too. Um, but I have three other siblings, and they all do music. I guess we are just a musically inclined family. And I
Yeah.
don't know what possessed me to start rapping. It just kind of took over one day. Like I knew probably I was gonna do something with music. Like my mom was like, "I want you to learn an instrument," but I was like, "I want to learn how to scratch like
Mm-hmm.
turntables." You know what I mean? And so I was like, "Will you buy me a turntable?" And she was like, "That's not an instrument." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it
It's a
is.
music instrument." Like, and so, but she wanted me to learn like piano or guitar or something like that. And if I had to do it over again, I'd like learn piano because that's something I'm starting to kind of get now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we ended up like when I was in eighth grade, I watched. I remember I still remember I went and watched 8 Mile,
Mm.
and just watching like the crowd in that the extras in that movie that were the crowd, they were like a character in themselves. Like
Yeah.
just to get the reactions and stuff that was going on, and I just was like, I love that. Like I love being able to like move a room with your words, you know. So me and my the two guys I was in middle school with, we ended up forming a rap group. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's where the rapping started was eighth grade. Um, for those of you counting at home, that was in 2003. So
Yeah.
it's been a
You
minute.
were in the eighth grade in 2003. I'm sorry, I'm showing my age.
You're fine. So
it, it,
basically, you know, throughout high school, just kept it going. When I got to college, that's when it was really cool because I got. I mean, I'm from a small town in Indiana, so I go to college to a bigger town, not like nothing huge, but a bigger spot than I was in, and I'm around like just more people, more cultures. You know, it's kind of getting more of an experience of just being around a lot of different people. I was a
mm-hmm.
military kid, so I'd already kind of been used to that, but it was nice to get back around it. And I kept it up in college. A lot of people thought out, after high school I quit rapping or whatever. But like, no, like I'm really into this, you know. So I
Mm-hmm.
really kept it going through college. Even like after college, started just still always putting music out or still doing something. And then that's when I got the wild hair to move to Atlanta. And I was
Mm.
like, I gotta go like, I gotta make some real connections. You know what I mean? I gotta figure out like what I'm doing. So that's where I met Joey, who's the engineer. He's engineered anything that I have on a streaming service
Mm-hmm.
was engineered by him. Shout out to him. He's the goat for me. Um,
Hey, shout out to the GOAT.
yeah, for sure. And yeah, Atlanta was really when I got a lot of like started getting a lot more feedback and a lot more, you know, kind of shaping of really me. And so yeah, and now here we are, still going at it strong, and I feel like I'm starting to get into the prime. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just getting started, even though I've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, no, I get that. And like the way that the music scene is in Atlanta, it was said when Outkast won their award in what was that 2000, I think that was 2003 too. It was back in the early 2000s. I can't
Yeah.
remember. But no, that was actually in the 90s. That was in the 90s when Outkast said it was specifically Andre 3000 that the South got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
And the music scene has just continued to boom and grow
Right.
just in Atlanta. And it's just a great thing to be from there, be part of that experience. Like it's a it's just great. Like we talked about it when I went to One Music Fest a couple of weeks ago. We had Janet Jackson.
Ooh. How was that?
That was fucking phenomenal for one.
My
But
homie
one,
saw her in Vegas. Yeah, she said she still got it.
she still got it. She's been Janet Jackson has been performing for 50 years. And she's of course she's 57 now. She's been performing since she was 7 years old and has
Okay.
continued to make so many different kinds of like she's made the bops, she's made the in the sheets songs like
Mm-hmm.
the those things, but she has been performing like getting on stage and still like getting out there and making the music.
Right. Right.
And then she brought out J. Cole too,
Ooh.
because her and J. Cole have a song together. Janet Jackson bringing out J. Cole, and then J. Cole actually performing. He performed No Role Models,
Oh.
but then stopped at the part right before it becomes to that Jada and Will thing.
Yeah.
Cause like, nope.
That did not age well.
That did not age well. However, it was still great to see him perform. Um, so let's get into this album, this EP, Uncle Sam Cinema. First of all, what was the inspiration for the name Uncle Sam Cinema?
Well, I'm trying to figure out that took me a lot longer than I thought it would, like naming this. And
Mm-hmm.
I knew, like, I had the songs. I already knew what songs were all going to be on it, and I knew material, like they at least been started as the writing process. So I knew what it was, and I knew like it was kind of like a heartbreak. Like that's kind of what my theme is, like love that's lost, or like looking for love, like all the things that I feel like so many of us go through. And so I basically was like had this idea, and I thought it'd be kind of cool if every song had its own movie poster.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up working with a guy named Derek Murphy. Shout out to him. He does phenomenal work.
Shout out to Derek Murphy in the chat.
He's I think it's Graphics 64 is his graphics.64 is his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You can go see. He does a lot of like promotional stuff. So like he'll do stuff. I've seen him do stuff for Pat McAfee, Busting with the Boys. Like he's gotten and he'll post it and they'll repost his stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm.
He does a lot of good stuff. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey man, I got this concept. It's like it's kind of, basically I tell him I was like I'm gonna need like 6 pictures because I need each one to have its own movie poster. You know, and I tell him all about like this is what the song's gonna be about. And I even told him I feel like when I told him for 24 hours, I'm like I feel like this one should be gray. I don't know why, but I'm kind of getting a gray vibe. You know.
Yeah.
So he basically he sent me these movie posters, and I was like, I mean, they are phenomenal. I really want to get them like framed and like have them
Mm.
because they look so cool. Like he did such a good job with them. And so then if you look at the outer part of the artwork, each movie poster is in the actual artwork. So that's pretty cool. And I actually have them, all singled out, and he just did a phenomenal job with them. So I basically got the idea that I wanted to make it like a movie themed. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, I mean, I'm a movie buff. A lot of my tattoos that I have are movie based. So I felt like we could kind of steer into that, and so we just kind of went with. I was thinking of at first like Cinema of Sam. I was kind of messing with that,
Mm-hmm.
and then I thought of Cinema of Sadness. You know what I mean? I was like trying to get like all the emotion in it, but I was like, no, I was like, let's just like this is my cinema. This is my movie for you guys. This is my project. So it's my cinema. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, it's Uncle
Yeah.
Sam's cinema, and that's where kind of went with it.
Love to hear that, man. That's a great story behind it too, because there always needs to be some inspiration behind your art.
Right.
And when you already have the inspiration, but then you word it and you bring it in a way where it feels it just feels great. It feels great to you because you are
Right.
the artist. It's for you more than it is for anybody.
Yep.
And we love to hear when you pour your heart out into it. You put those things into it and you have that inspiration. It tells a story behind it. And
Right.
having that story already is a great thing.
I think like too. So when I was younger, I used to love making like lovey-dovey songs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like songs about a girl. You know, things like that. And my brother is like my biggest critic because he actually rapped when he was in high school. I didn't know this until later, but like he, kind of. I mean, this was back in the '90s, so it's not like you were recording like it is now. I mean, everything's you can easily record music now. Before
Yeah.
it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Like, so he was really a kind of a critique of but so my brother kind of he loves like gangster rap. So like Ice Cube is his favorite rapper. So like
Okay.
he was kind of wanting me to like get that like aggressiveness. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Norris, you know me. I am not an aggressive person. Like
Not at all.
I'm just very chill. I don't really like. I don't like when people are super aggressive with me. It makes me feel weird. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just chill. So like, I mean, I've rapped. I mean, there's songs I've gotten aggressive on or I've rapped, pretty heavily. But like
I mean, the turn up is
sometimes
real.
the turn up is real. Yeah, you was there for that. You was there for that. Like the but for me it's like it almost can feel unnatural. Like there are songs that obviously require that aggression, but like all the time, like no, like I'm just that's not me. So I really kind of steered into that for this. I was like, this one, I just want to make stuff that I want to make, and that's kind of what you said. If I don't like it, then well, what's the point? Like I need to like it first, and then
Yeah.
who cares what anybody else thinks. So that's when I kind of toyed with it on my last project, That Kid Ever Sold. Like that one, I had a song called Scorpio Season, which was about a girl that I went through like a really rough breakup, and she was a Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
I am too, so it's kind of funny. But I heard they don't mesh well, and I saw it for myself. So, uh,
um.
but,
Yeah.
but I kind of played with it there, and that last project when I dropped it, I had people talking to me like, "Man, I really like this song," and I was like, "You like that song?" I kind of wrote that was just like for me. Like I didn't think anybody would really like it that much. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
man, when I kind of saw that, I was like, okay, we can kind of like really do this. So that's where I ended up. Bro, why ain't you telling me my chain was backward?
Well, shit.
I'm
My
looking
bad,
in the
dog.
camera and I'm like, damn. All right. Whoop,
Hey,
whoop.
look. All right, cool. What do we do?
Yeah, right. Marker.
Oh man.
It's all good.
But yeah, let's keep it going. So I do want to just readdress what you just said about Scorpio season because I also was in a 7-year relationship with another Scorpio, and
Ooh.
yeah, we lasted 7 years, and
Okay.
it was tumultuous, for lack of a better term. It wasn't bad. There was just a
Right.
lot going on.
Was, man. And that's where like I just kind of for me, like I haven't dated a lot. Like just since college. College was so easy to meet people. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but in the real world, it's definitely you're basically friends with your coworkers. That's how it feels for me.
Mm.
Like, especially being in the service industry. So, for me, like I tried dating and it just, it's hard to date people. People don't really want to date at work. And I'm like, I get it. Like, it makes sense. Don't want to
Mm-hmm.
ruin the vibe at work. And so I'm cool with that. So I ended up dating this girl, and it was like, oh, I actually have something. And then, of course, when you're in your 30s and you date, and something feels good, it's like, okay, like if we're down for this, like I'm ready to get married. Like we're talking, we can progress. You know what I mean? This ain't just ha ha's and he he's. Like we're trying to do the thing.
Right.
So that's what sucked for me was I felt so good about it, and so felt very real to me. And then
Mm-hmm.
I mean imploded. Like didn't just like, oh, it trailed off and then it just died. You know what I mean? Like it just like we were here and then so I just like, and I mean I was in a dark period and I was like, I gotta write to this, you know. And crazy thing is it's just my dad playing guitar. There's no like drums behind it. So like it's very emotional, you know what I mean? Like rapping just like that.
Yeah. Well, I know you got some things that you got to do later today, so let's go ahead and get into the EP.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna play this first song, and like, so let me tell you what drew me into this. There's gonna be a specific point. We'll listen to the whole first song. However, we'll talk about specifically why this drew me.
All right.
In the beginning, so this is a play of "This Could Have Been You." This is the first song on Unkle Samm's Cinema EP. It is being it's not being debuted because he's already dropped it, but it's being debuted on my channel. But here we are. This could have been you right now. Hopefully.
Hey, I'm putting into Unkle Samm shit right now. You already know what it is.
Yo, did you hear he was from Austin, Indiana?
Yeah, no. What you mean you don't know about no Unkle Samm?
Man, I'm so hyped for this new Unkle Samm track. It's gonna be fire.
Man, you know I know that boy Sam since we was working together over there at Top Golf.
That's crazy. I used to work with Sammy at Top Golf.
Yo, have you seen the videos where he's rapping in his backyard?
What's the name of that one song by him that I really like? Oh, I forget. How's it go? It's like, Call Me When You're Ready. Oh, yeah, that one's fire.
Hey, he's in another one with Urban J.
She's in that podcast, Locally Grown.
I think it's really awesome that he never cusses in his raps.
Shit. Hey, but that's his bet. I'm gonna fuck with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Because, you know, you have to have
Last night I deleted everything I needed to get myself over you. I'm scrolling through these pictures and then I start to miss her. But I just know now I'm through. So here's what I'm about to do. I'ma find me someone new. And when you see her, you gon' be like, who? Probably gonna put you in a mood. So you try and find another dude. You say you want, but it still ain't true. But that's really what you're trying to prove. You hit me up and I play it cool. Cause this could have been you.
Yeah, that beat drop. Yeah.
This could have been
Let's
you.
go. Hey.
This could have been you. It could have been, could have been, could have been you. It could have been, could have been, could have been. It could have been, could have been, could have been you. Could have been, could have been, could have been you. Don't act like I'm the bad guy. You can hate me if you want, okay, that's fine. Whatever, put your mind at ease, sleeping at night. Weighing in my shoulders, feeling like some laugh flies. See, what you need to understand is I'm that guy. One that'll make you question each and every past try. This ain't a flex, it's how I am every last time. And anytime I ate it, you know I got baptized. Lord forgive me, I ain't mean to be petty. I just hope the next one you send is gonna be ready. I'm the man and your dream and your exes is giving Freddy. The more you think about me, it's them you be forgetting. But this is only if you let me. Somehow I was dancing with the devil with two left feet. It didn't work out, really ain't a sweat for me. But you best believe this could have been you. This could have been you.
Yeah, already. Already.
This could have been you.
The first song. The first song.
It could have been, could have been, could have been you.
He already out.
Could have been, could have been you.
Yeah, I had to come correct on the first one. Start off with a bang.
All right, already a banger. Just starting off, and this is just an EP. Like, come on, already
Thank
a banger.
you. I appreciate that.
So, first thing we got to talk about, you already know what it is. Let's tell our story.
Uh-oh.
Because again, there is that line that says, I used to work with Sammy over at Top Golf. And you know what I used to do? I used to work with Sammy at Top Golf.
Hey man, like that. So the intro, it was. I will graciously accept as my idea. Like I was really thinking about that. I was like, how do I want to start this off? And I was like thinking about like people chattering, like before a show or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, yo, it'd be really cool if I could get some people to throw in some lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like so that way it doesn't sound like just random chatter, but we can actually hear specific things being said.
Yeah.
So um, I can kind of so the first one, my boy Kevin, Kevin, um, Kevin
Kevin.
Creer.
Yeah.
He was a Mulligan with me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Another fellow Topgolf employee. Uh, he basically, him and I when we talked on the phone, he always signs off with, "All right, I'm gonna fuck with you." That's what he always says. Like instead of saying goodbye, I'm gonna fuck with you, and I was like, I'm
That's
gonna fuck with you. So we
that's
kind of started doing
typical
that together.
typical Atlanta conversation, and that's just our banter, our
Right.
colloquialisms. All right,
And
I'm
but
low.
he's from Houston, so
Well, I guess that's Southern
I mean, yeah,
then.
right. They call it, just like basically another Atlanta. Just they vibe very well together. But he said, so I basically had kind of like hit him up, was like, hey, I don't know what you want to say. He's like, oh, I got something, and he basically made it like a phone conversation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he did that. Then the next one's my brother, and he says, did you know he's from Austin, Indiana? Like that's I want people to know I'm from a small town.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my mom in there. She's the one who says I think it's really awesome he never cusses in his raps.
I'm sure your
Then
mama says that.
yeah, right. Well, I was like, she's like, I was like, I want you to say something. She's like, I don't know what to say, and I was like, because she does love that I don't do that. You know what I mean? So I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
think that'll be telling to her. I got my boy Joe in there. He's the one right after my brother. But then Pharaoh is the next one, which we worked with him at Topgolf.
Mm-hmm.
He sings on 24 hours. And so he has the line, talking about, used to work with Sam at Topgolf. And then right after him is Joey, who's my engineer. And he says, that's crazy. I used to work with Sam at Topgolf too. And then I had, so there's the girl who's in the last song, Urban J, her best friend and her best friend's fiance, they did the talk about, oh, he did another one with Urban J. You know what I mean? Like that's, and then they talk about their podcast. Like shout out your podcast on the EP. I don't care. Like that'd be cool. Like to just say, oh yeah, she's on the podcast Locally Grown, which you guys should check out. It's a really awesome podcast.
Definitely.
And then Steven Mason, which he's the guy who talks about what's the one song that he does I really like. And he's like, call me when you're ready. Yeah, that's the guy that sings Call Me When You're Ready. So I thought that was kind of like a little irony to throw in there. But yeah, I had to get a Topgolf shout out in there because I feel like, I've worked with a lot of people at Topgolf, so that's something that, people could kind of resonate with.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And like we all know that anybody that has come through that building, any Topgolf building, is very extremely talented. Like
Mm-hmm.
every single person, whether it's in music, in dance, for sure, it's it's been it's just been a chef's kiss.
But I'll tell you, just from personal experience, I've worked at 3 Topgolfs, like permanently locations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, Cleveland, and now Louisville. Atlanta to me is the only one where everybody has a side hustle.
Yeah.
Like in Cleveland or Louisville, there are. I mean, it's not saying people don't hustle. So anybody who work don't come for me. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it's just different. Like in Atlanta, it's like I was working at Topgolf, but I'm doing my music. It's like Kingston worked there, but he was wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody had something else they were doing. I mean, and you knew. I mean, it's like, well, actually, all 3 features on this project and the engineer are from Topgolf.
Exactly.
So that's just to show you the talent that walks through that building is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's so many talents that walk through those doors, and it's something great to see because, we've kept up with each other even, for the, what was it, 4 years that I worked there at least.
Yeah.
And you just meet great people.
You really
it's
do.
just that. And that's a great thing that you always need to make sure is that you talk about what actual people are going through.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed like the time there. Didn't work out once I got to the level that I got to.
Right.
But
Not everything for a reason.
but everything happens for a reason, and
Mm-hmm.
here we are now, still talking about that.
You know,
But
it'll always.
doing
I mean,
other
I told
things.
myself I could go on, to have a music career. I'll always be thankful for my time at Top Golf. There would never be, I could quit tomorrow or I could get fired tomorrow, and I still would be thankful for that job because, man, like, I mean, it's gotten bad. There's been bad times for sure, but way too many good times, way too many good people I've met because of that company. You know what I mean? So I can never slander it in that way.
Yeah, no, and I'm completely the same way. Like, you know, I'll I'll say that I'm involved in a lawsuit with them.
Oh,
it's not gonna hold up, and I'm going to probably be the reason why it doesn't hold up. So, yeah, we're good. Like, it's a great company, and I really did enjoy the time there. I really enjoyed more the people that I met, the connections I made, and the lifelong friends I've got there. So,
for sure,
this could have been you.
Right.
But, it is what it is. So, let's go ahead and get into the next song titled In the Mood, featuring, how do you pronounce this?
Kiera.
Okay, just want to make sure I say it right.
Yeah, I got you.
In the Mood, featuring Kiera from Unkle Samm Cinema again.
Shocked that you would hit my line, cause last time was the last time I felt divine. Hard not to get surprised, I still think you're a dime, but I ain't the side piece kind. I thought we was building life. Them Netflix chillin' nights, they had me feeling right. Like, man, I need this high. This one here might be my wife. Emotions seem just fine, and as a team we vibed. But then you switched inside, said you wasn't living right. She said I'm cute, but she got a man. Asked if it's cool, I said not again. Trying to comprehend, a lot of talks mentioned. She said she's dropping him, so I honored it. But then the plot thickens, we started arguing. She says it's hard to end, told her to call it quits. She said she promises, waited along the script before I walked on it. Last thing I said to her was hit me when you off of this.
Drunk again at like 2, way to go, nothing 42. I'm alone and been missing you. Let's light up, I know you're in the mood. I know you're in the mood. Let's light up, I know you're in the mood. I know you're in the mood. Let's light up, I know you're in the mood.
I'm about to fill this cup, burn down another blunt. My thoughts is about to run. My night was gonna be fun till you went and hit me up. I thought that this was done. You must be feeling some. What you think I'm dumb? We too grown for this. You know we more than friends. There is no controlling this. It's like you know I'm lit, and now you know I'm focused in. Thinking you're bored of him, but still you ain't ignoring him. You just ain't over it enough for him to notice it. But I done told you this over and over again. This was supposed to end, ain't supposed to go like this. You say I'm so different, but still you've chosen him. I had a lot to prove, told her you gotta choose. I truly fought for you, did more than I ought to do. And now just out the blue, you tryna act brand new. I said you gotta do.
Not no more cause I want you. Cause I want you. Cause I want you. Drunk again.
All right, so in the mood. Listen, I had to write down a bunch of notes just to talk about it. First of all, shout out to the real LT Rage, aka Charlie, hopping in the chat. How you feeling? How you living?
What up? What up?
What's going on, big dog? Hey, we out here just talking to the homie Sammy. We're talking about his new EP, Unkle Samm Cinema, and then just having a discussion about it. Because when I tell you this album, this EP, this is a great EP.
Appreciate that, man.
But this last song, let's talk about it for a second.
All right. Hold on, real quick. I need to shout out Stylin. That is the producer. She produced all the tracks.
Stylin?
Stylin. Stylan. Stylin Beats. She found me on Twitter. She's from Africa.
Oh, nice.
Found me on Twitter, DM'd me. That you want to collaborate? I was like, sure. She made the beat for The Journey, which is a song I released this past January. Mm-hmm. And then I went to her about this project. I said, hey, I got this project. Bro, she made every beat. Like, she is phenomenal. Shout out to Stylin.
That is exactly why I'm vibing with this. Because, like, these beats, the words, it all came together so cleanly and just, it's a great project already.
I just sent her acapella choruses and she made beats around it.
Like in 2 songs, I'm already captivated. Like that's
hell yeah.
That is a great production. So definitely shout out your engineer, shout out your the person, the producer. Like it's great. Like just 2 songs in, 2 songs out of 5. Already locked in. And this is exactly why, and the reason I text you was because I got through the first 2 songs. I was like, dog, we got to talk about this. Because you definitely deserve it, and this is definitely an amazing project. So
thank you, man.
I want to make sure you knew that.
Hell yeah.
The next song. Well, first, we're not going to...
Well, you said you got some notes.
Yeah, I had some notes. We're not going to go into the next song yet. I had a couple of notes. So, first of all, why? Just why?
Why this song?
Yeah, why this song? What was your reason behind this song?
So, I definitely have been a side piece before. I don't know if everybody has, but it's definitely, in a sense, like where you think, you know, oh, like she's with this person, but she's unhappy. Like, you know, she's gonna leave him and she's gonna come to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you kind of jump the gun. You know what I mean? Like you start kind of doing stuff, you know, maybe, you know, when she's not necessarily single yet, you know what I mean? And there's things like, I feel like it's tough because you don't want to, I don't know, it just gets messy. You know what I mean? And I feel like I started realizing that I've talked to other people and I realized like, I'm not the only one who's had this happen to them. You know what I mean? And I think that, you know, the song kind of, it started as like, I had this, you're drunk again and I am too. I kept that line was really in my head. And I actually came up with it like 10 years ago. Like, and I actually kind of wrote a whole different chorus for it. But then I was like, it was kind of like almost like a happy chorus. But I was like, no, I feel like this needs to be like a kind of a somber song in a sense, you know? So then I started expanding on it and I thought, yeah, we could kind of go this route. And so I knew that I wanted a female singing the hook. That was like the big thing. I was like, it's got to be a female singing it. And Kiera, she worked with us at Topgolf. She was a bartender. She did a song with Dario, like back when we worked at Topgolf together, and she sings on it, and she sounds just so good. So I always remember that, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Kiera, by the way. Yeah. I really hope she getting her bag too. Like,
man, she
just
on
Apple Music.
Yeah, she writes music. She's real deep in the industry, man. Like she helped write, I think, K Michelle's latest project. Like she's got a lot. Her writing credits are crazy, dude. Like y'all go check. And her music is good. Like she sings extremely well. So I knew, like, whenever I heard, like, kind of was thinking about this song, I was like, if I really hear her on this, you know what I mean? So whenever that was kind of like, and she was the last piece. Like I had everything done. I just needed her. And man, when she sent her stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this is exactly the tone that I needed for this.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. So I think it's a song that some of us can relate to either way. And I think that I don't know. I just kind of it was a different approach too. Like I know "In the Mood" is not this. I had a friend of mine. She's like, that kind of sounds like. I'm like, people don't really say that. Like unless I'm in the mood. You know what I mean?
I'm in the mood right now.
Yeah, right.
Like what? Nobody says that.
I kind of get that too, but it's like I feel like it's the transaction. Like, hey, come on, I know what you're feeling. You know what I'm feeling. Let's do this. I know you want to do this. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I kind of hung on to. I said I liked it because it was different. You know what I mean? It's not like a typical saying. It's like you're gonna remember that song now. Oh, it was "In the Mood." It wasn't something kind of basic, I guess.
Well, let me tell you one of the tequilas I drink, Horny Toes. That's, I think, how we were feeling. We had some horny toes.
Right.
But, that's a great way to explain it. And, the one line that I really liked, we too grown.
Yep.
We are way too grown.
I feel like that, there's so many times where you get into situations. I mean, think about when you're just kind of going back and forth or what you're arguing about something and you're like, why are we arguing about this? Like,
exactly.
This is so stupid. You know what I mean? Like, we're too grown for this. Like,
I'm not about to argue. Like,
and I think in a sense too of when they tell you like, oh, like, let's just be friends. And it's like, no, like we ain't kids. We're adults. And like me, the way I feel about you ain't we either together or we not talking. Like I'm not gonna be your friend. Like I'm not gonna watch you go with somebody else. Like I can't do that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the next song. This is the name of this song is hilarious, just cause we all know how Geminis are.
Dang.
Like astrology is one of those things that I'm like, okay, I understand it, and I just do it, and it's just like, but why is it because Mercury is at this point that your life sucks?
Right.
Mercury ain't got shit to do with your personal decisions. But I will subscribe to this enough to where I can learn and understand you.
Right.
So let's go ahead and get into Gemini season right now.
I was thinking about a night happened long time ago. You and me and swiped right at a point when I was low. I really thought that you was too fine, thought that this a joke. Till you accepted my invite and we met, I said hold the phone. Cause I was thinking about a night happened long time ago. You and me and swiped right at a point when I was low. I really thought that you was too fine, thought that this a joke. Till you accepted my invite and we met, I said hold the phone. So it ain't just a filter on pictures, girl, you are divine. Fine as hell. Sipping Jameson ginger, toasting her, our glasses collide. I kinda just figured you'd get here and say this been nice. But you ordered more liquor, I've entered a dream or I've died. And if so, man, how long had I been asleep? Either she's into me or she pretends to be. I guess either way it's gonna be a win for me. Look at them dimpled cheeks, everything fine about her from her fit physique. The hair God gave her, booty, lips, and teeth. She leaned in close, started whispering, said it was time for me and her to be in them sheets. I'm speechless, this angel on earth said tonight about to be sleepless. But peep this, said nothing but head. She said okay then Beavis. You gotta be kidding. Ain't no way she this fine and witty. Y'all don't understand, this a different type of pretty. I can see it in her eyes, they bright like the city. And just past midnight, we paid our tab and headed out to her spot. Once through the red light, we had a laugh, my spot right down the block. We get inside, she had a gasp and told me I had to stop. Said that she need 5 to clean the pad, and my heart kinda dropped in the hallway. So I waited, leaned against the wall, I was feeling a little faded. 5 minutes, hella long, but that be my imagination. Till I heard the door open and my heart started racing. Wow, straight out of a movie. Tank top, panties on, looking like a two-piece. Said to come in, my first thought was like, who, me? Walked in hella nervous when the energy was soothing. An artist and an author, I'm a fan turning groupie. I'm trying to find the catch, but that don't seem like that's a true thing. Took me to the room, this Gemini had me swooning. Then she played some music, I remember it was groovy. It was Tash Sultana, her lips touched mine and the fire was started. A euphoric experience is what I regarded. We was in the bed till the early manana. And just as I'm leaving, the sun started peeking. I thanked her for the evening. Felt like I was cheesing when asked if we repeating this type of a meeting. She said maybe this weekend, so we would see then, hoping it was frequent. This night was something that I needed, feeling so defeated, and she was like a beacon, yeah. I was thinking about a night happened long time ago. You and me had swiped right at a point when I was low. I really thought that you was too fine, thought that this a joke. So you accepted my invite and we met. I said, hold the phone. Cause I was thinking about a night happened long time ago. You and me had swiped right at a point when I was low. I really thought that you was too fine, thought that this a joke. So you accepted my invite and we met. I said, hold the phone.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. That was... Hey, shout out to Mimi Kami-sama hopping in the chat. How you feeling? How you living?
What up?
We are here interviewing the homie Unkle Samm. We are listening to his EP right now and going through just the thought process, just learning more about it. This is one of my IRL friends. Like, I know this guy in real life.
Yeah.
Good news, I got accepted into the master's program I applied for. Let's go! That's what we want to hear. We're out here.
One time for the education.
People. One time for the education. Like, that didn't come out well at all. But I think the idea is there. But yeah, we're listening to his new EP, Unkle Samm Cinema, that came out on November 14th. It is on Apple Music, I know. Where else is it, Unkle Samm?
It's everywhere, man. It's got Spotify, it's on YouTube, Amazon. Actually, any of these fine streaming services you could find, So
I mean, did you have to, do
well, I'd make sure you could see it, A bus line, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. I love to hear it, and like the education that Mimi's gotten, and then just out here listening to the music that you've created has been a great experience. And I just want to talk about a few lines that came out of that song. The swiping right.
Yeah. So basically, this is I swiped right on Tinder, this girl, and in my experience, this is just personal. If I match with a girl and she's extremely hot, she's usually fake. She's kind of okay. Like, I mean, like if we real hot, I'm like, why the hell did you match with me? And then they'd be like, hey, what's up? Like real quick, I'm like, red flag. And then it's like, come see my cam show, and I'm like, unmatched. See you later.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
But this girl, I matched with her, and I thought, okay, she's fake. And she's like, hey, what's up? Like real quick. And I was like, oh God. And I mean, I wasn't doing nothing, so I was like, hey, what's up? So we started going back and forth. And I was thinking, man, I'm kind of waiting for her to say like, oh, let's come to my camp, whatever, pay for this, something, nothing. And then she's like, talking about meeting up for a drink. And I was like, what are you doing tonight? And she's like, I'm freer than healthcare in Switzerland. And I was like,
Not
Now that's
freer
not a
than healthcare in Switzerland. I love that. I'm
yeah, I do remember that, bro. I was like, that is smooth as hell.
I'm taking
So
that.
we met up. I found out she lived down the road from me. Like literally, I lived right there on Belmead, right down the street from the venue. And I mean, she lived literally like a block away from me, and we didn't even. So I was always like, "Let's meet at the Wheeling," you know what I mean? And she's like, "Okay." I think she'd been there before, but I got there like a half hour before, and I killed 2 drinks because I wanted to be like, I was nervous, you know what I mean? I was really thinking that this person's gonna walk through this door and it's not gonna be her. I was fully expecting to get catfished, and she walked through the door, and I was like, "It's her." So that's how the night started. And so basically, yeah, that's why I matched with her on Tinder.
Nice. Well, people have been telling me to go on dating apps, and I'm like, I've done that. I'm good. Like, I got other dating apps. I got Facebook. I got Instagram. I got Snapchat.
Right.
I got a lot of dating. I got a lot of apps. And
Right.
I'd rather be with someone that I met in real life, for one, that wanted to add me on one of those.
Right.
It's kind of crazy.
So yeah, so this song, I'm still friends with this girl. She, she got a boyfriend and everything now. And I when I was writing the song, because I've talked about this night a lot in my life, because basically I was very down, like I was feeling very depressed at this time. And so when I matched with her and we had the night we had, it was just, it was an amazing night. You know what I mean? Yeah. And for me, it was like almost like a confidence boost. Like anytime I feel down about myself, like, but don't forget that one night with her. Like, it's like,
yeah, that Riz.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so actually, fun fact, so the movie poster for Gemini season is the pink one, and I've posted the posters by themselves, and I'm gonna be doing some promo for it too. But that poster, the silhouette, is actually a picture of her. And I sent it to her. I sent her the song. Like, I was like, hey, this is gonna sound really weird. I was like, I'm not trying to like shoot my shot at you or anything. I was like, I just want to thank you for this. And this night was like truly amazing for me. And I was like, I want to sing you the song. And so she's like, I'd love to hear it. And I was like, okay. She's really artsy though, because she's literally an artist and an author. Like she, so I was thinking she'd appreciate it. You know what I mean? She wouldn't. I was hoping she wouldn't be weirded out by it. You know what I mean? And I sent it to her, and she told me that she really liked the song, and I was like, wow. Like, and she even congratulated me on the release. Like, she's like, I need to listen to the whole thing. She's like, but, congratulations. So I was like, I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? And
yeah. So
that song is like I was real weird about singing. Like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to sing, and I was just styling. I kind of told her an idea of what the song was going to be about. She made that beat, and so like I was just like singing to myself, this little. I was like, and I was like, ooh, so I kind of just started vibing with that like cadence in a sense, and just started messing with it, and we got what we got.
Yeah, no, I love it. And then there's one more thing I want to bring up about this one.
Okay.
This is me being a demon, and I've fully embraced it. The tank top and panties combo.
Yeah.
First of all, as a man, you see a woman in a tank top and some panties. It's like, all right, I appreciate everything that I'm seeing right now.
I'm telling you, bro, it was like a movie. That's why I said it. I mean, because she lived in this apartment complex. So we go into the apartment, and right before we get to her door, she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, can I have like 5 minutes to clean my place up? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, my thing is like, I don't want her to be uncomfortable or, So she goes inside, and I'm waiting in the hallway, and it felt like forever. Of course, I was, been drinking, so I was just kind of, not really in the right mindset anyway. And she's like, basically, I felt like I was out there a long time. I probably wasn't. I've really, but I was thinking, and I thought to myself, man, what if she just like goes inside and like never comes back out. Like, what am I supposed to do? Knock?
The
You know what I mean? Like that.
overthinking.
You know? Oh, dude, do you know who I am? Like, come on.
You know me.
Yeah. So I was like, what if she never comes back? Like, and then I started kind of getting sad, being like, that would be a sucky way to end the night, you know?
Yeah.
And then I heard like the lock or the door turn, and I was so I kind of like, and I mean, she opened the door and she's literally in a tank top and panties, and I was like, I mean, because obviously she wasn't in that when she, it's like, you know, and I mean, I looked at her and I was like, oh, like, because I'm thinking it was just my mind was everywhere, and I mean, but yeah, she literally came out and I was like, damn, okay. Because I mean, okay, so kind of go back a little bit in the song. For those that don't know, I'm a virgin and I'm waiting until I'm married to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
But I still participate in foreplay. If anybody wants to debate me on that, that's another time, another place. But
let me drop it. Let me drop an air horn real quick. I mean, it's a thing. Like we know that about you, and we appreciate that too because
I will die on this hill.
You stand on business.
Right.
That's your belief, and you deserve it.
Yeah, so basically, in our time of us, hanging and we're at the bar, she like basically tells me, she's like, we're gonna pay our tab, we're gonna go back to my place, we're doing this. And I was like, and I remember thinking, I haven't told her that I'm a virgin yet, like, because I don't want to be like, hi, how you doing? I'm a virgin. Like, that's awkward, right? So when she said that, I was like, okay, I got to figure out like how to not ruin the night. To be like, hey, I'm a virgin. She's like, well, take me home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing this. Like, I didn't know how it was gonna happen. So I told her, I was like, okay, I was like, like, I don't have sex. So I was like, everything, that's why. So then in the song, I said nothing but head. She said, okay, then Beavis. And so I did that because I said that she was witty in a sense where I was talking about the Switzerland free healthcare line. Like, she was witty. So I kind of painted it in a little bit of a different picture for the song.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but the thing was, when she walked in and came out, I thought she was gonna still be in regular clothes, like, but when she came out in that, I was like, oh damn.
Shit.
Right. One of the sexiest things that's ever happened. Like, holy crap.
No, for real. Like that t-shirt and panties combo. I'm sorry, I am a much weaker man than you are. Yeah. I'm gonna just say that.
And it was, I don't know. People always say like, "Oh, it would be so hard." I was like, "Well, you never had it." Like, the thing is, like, never had sex, so it's not like I'm like, I have to resist the urge. You know what I mean? It's like, I just know. I mean, and I'm very like forward on it. Like, it's in the forefront of my thought. Like, when I see a woman, I don't think, "Ooh, I want to have sex with her." Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, she's beautiful. Like, I'd like to get to know her. If it would turn into a marriage, great. You know what I mean? But I'm not sitting here looking at women just like, it's just
exactly.
I don't know. It's just not me.
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, it's one of those things where you're like, I'm not trying to do this for 30 minutes and call it a day.
Right.
I need value. I need quality. I want to keep going with it. Like, it's one of those things that should be cherished, and
Yeah, and I mean, what's crazy is I really like this girl. I was thinking to myself, like, when I was writing this, like, whatever happened, like, I was like, did I feel like I didn't like try to like pursue her? I was like, cause I knew we hung out again once after, but then like I went back and looked at like our messages, and I feel like I kind of reached out to her a lot, and she was very busy at the time, and just we didn't really just link up. We just never aligned, you know what I mean? And then I ended up leaving Atlanta. So, it's all good. But I appreciate that we still keep in contact, and that she's like supportive. Like, she's like a dear friend, you know what I mean? Even though it was just what it was. So it was cool.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get into the next song. This is 24 Hours. So you mentioned that Pharaoh actually used to work at the same place. Like, here's the crazy part. We all work. We all work. But then we also have our side hustles and the things that we do, like, outside of work or whatnot.
Absolutely.
I've actually become one of those people that I've gotten to the point now in my career where I'm like, work is just 8 hours of my day. This is
Yep.
something that I just do. It's part of my day.
Yep.
I am not part of the work day.
Right.
So yeah, work is part of my day. I'm the one that's important. I'm the one that I need to take care of. But
Yep.
you get 24 hours in a day, and only 8 of them are part of work.
Touche.
So yeah, that's that. But let's talk about 24 hours. We're about to play it right now. 24 hours with featuring Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Again. Run it.
This gon' shake the pyramid. In the last 24 hours, went from talking all day to not talking at all. 24 hours, it's all it took for you to let me fall. 24 hours, tried to take my brain, erase it clean in 24 hours. Girl, you saw your future and it ain't with me.
And that's just something I can't believe. I thought you were on the same page as me. Every day I wake up and I aim to please. But granted is what you would take in me. So I'ma just keep the same energy. I'ma give back what's been received. I know you lying if you ain't missing me. I thought you was my queen, but you dissed the king. Cause we was moving fast, no sign of a slowing. And then all of a sudden there's no laughing or joking. Cause what you did to me, your heart must have been frozen. You really dropped the bomb and my emotions exploded. Cause everything we had is now shattered and broken. And the way we was moving, I thought we had motion. Now I got a bottle and I'm sitting here smoking. Gotta roll another cause my tolerance growing.
In the last 24 hours, went from talking all day to not talking at all. 24 hours, it's all it took for you to let me fall. 24 hours, tried to take my brain, erase it clean in 24 hours. Girl, you saw your future and it ain't with me.
So this what I'm left with, feel foolish, I thought we was connected. This only happens when I really get invested. Communication ain't seeming like it's pleasant. I look to God, I'm asking about this lesson. Don't understand, but I'ma still respect it. Blindsided, really ain't expect this. I'm feeling odd, like I kinda lost my best friend. And now I'm replaying situations. What is the reason that you ended a relation? You were the reason every day was amazing. For me it was love, maybe you just felt adjacent. Prayed every day that we wouldn't get complacent. Taking every memory and trying to erase it. But I guess I gotta face it, the Heartbreak Hotel just became less
In the
vacant.
last 24 hours, went from talking all day to not talking at all. 24 hours, it's all it took for you to let me fall. 24 hours, tried to take my brain, erase it clean in 24 hours. Girl, you saw your future and it ain't with me. 24 hours, went from talking all day to not talking at all. 24 hours, it's all it took for you to let me fall. 24 hours, tried to take my brain, erase it clean in 24 hours. You saw your future and it ain't with me.
All right, 24 hours. That was featuring Pharaoh, but then so here's where my brain is at with this one.
Okay.
What can happen in 24 hours?
A lot.
A fucking lot.
So I remember this coming to my head when I was in college, and it still kind of happened. I mean, this might just be me, but I'm very quick to cut things off.
Okay.
Like if things are not progressing or something happens, and the girl will be like, "Hey, I'm done with this," and I'm like, "Cool." I'm
done.
usually very good about that. There are some that obviously that hang around, but for the most part, it's like, "Oh, you're not feeling this? All right, see you later."
Yeah,
I'm out. And so I think about how
shit, I'm out.
right. So I feel like in a sense you're talking all day, texting, whatever, and that, it could be in the early stages where you kind of getting to know each other, whatever. And then once that happens, it's just and then now in the last 24 hours, we went from this to this, and it's just I've had it happen to me, I feel like so many times that I'm just or I've done it myself. So I think that it's again, that's something that I'm not the only one going through it. I mean, I hope not, because it's that'd be weird if I'm the anomaly. You know what I mean?
Nah, listen. the 24, like we said, like I said earlier, work is 8 hours of my day.
Right.
I still got another, math. What is that?
16.
16. Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
I literally thought it.
I still got 16 other hours that I got
You
shit to
said
do.
that wrong.
I was like, wait, hold up. Math.
Yeah, I'm
8 times 4 is 24. So you
music
got
guy. Math. Don't ask me math questions.
please, and I don't even know what I am. It's either math or food or drinks or a good time. That's all I got.
Right.
But yeah,
No, I gotta shout out Pharaoh, man. His vocals are crazy, and
yeah.
I think he is severely slept on. I feel like I mean, I feel like there's gonna be a time I'm like, yo, you see who had a song I had on a song before he blew up? Like that dude should be already up, but he's next. You know what I mean? Like he actually was just on TikTok with Timberland and playing Timberland his songs and Timberland loving it.
Love to
I
hear
told
it.
him, I said, bro, you don't need anything else. Like that man says it's good.
He been stamped by Timberland.
That's a big one, bro. So I think that he's definitely just. Well, and it's I've always said that I feel like I got it. I just need the right people to hear it. You know what I mean? Just for it to get out. You know what I mean? And he's the same way. He's sitting there and he's got this. I mean, if you go through his stuff that he has on streaming services, like all of his songs, like they're fire, bro. Like there's a song, my personal favorite is Compatible. Compatible Pharaoh. Go look it up. It's on his project called 1-800-SHAKE-ME. Bro, I first heard that. I was working in Dallas, and I was at Top Golf working in the home office, and I was like, we listen to music while we're doing work, and I had his discography just on shuffle because when I heard him record the vocals for me, I was like, man, I want to go back and listen to some of his stuff, and I was like, yes, like he's got so much good music, and then he's been dropping like little singles here and there. He's dropped, I think, either 3 or 4 this year, might even be more, and all of them are fire. I have them in my rotation constantly, so
love to hear it.
Yes, for sure.
And I also just dropped the link to the album in the chat, the EP for Unkle Samm Cinema.
Appreciate
Go ahead
that.
and please, if you're listening, watching, whatever, go follow the link and show the homie Unkle Samm some love. Like this is, again, my IRL friend. He's a great guy and definitely makes great music.
Appreciate that, man.
One thing we need to do, and one thing I've always said, is that we got to keep music alive.
Amen.
You never know how music is going to move someone and how people are going to be affected by it. And it's going to be affected in a much more positive way than any other thing. I listen to gospel, I listen to rap and hip hop. That's my main mode of listening to music.
Right.
But they tell stories and it just tells so many things that you just really don't think about. Like you'll think about it, but when you hear it in a song, it feels different and it causes you to move a different way, which is why music is so important. And I wish music programs in elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools were much more funded, for lack of a better term. Like
it's rough, man, because I mean the thing is, like especially in my town, like there's not really a whole lot of like if you play music, like play guitar, like play in a band, like you got some opportunities down here. You can play some bars and stuff, like especially for rap, like there's really not any outlets here. And like I would even love just like a coffee shop or something like that, where people could just play, hey, whatever you play, like come over here. And I mean, that would just be cool because I think that's but it discourages people, like, because it's not really well known, it's not a well-versed idea. Like we tell somebody, when we told people we were rapping, some people were like, you're from Indiana, why are you rapping? Like, ew. You know what I mean? You're from the country. You're from the country.
Michael Jackson's from Indiana. What do you mean?
He is from Indiana. People be forgetting that. You know what I mean?
The king of pop is from Indiana.
Yeah. But I just mean that like rap is specifically, you know what I mean? That they really kind of were like people would kind of be look at us weird, be like, well, you're not from like, like this place isn't like a ghetto to rap about, and it's like I know, but I mean we're pretty poor here, you know what I mean? Like it's not like
rap is not rap is not ghetto,
right, and that's where they get so much about like people rap about the struggle and everything, and it's like, well, I mean, I struggled like I've been like lower to middle class my whole life, so I kind of rap about that, but I don't rap about like shootings and because that's not where I live. I mean, the thing that runs my town is drugs. You know what I mean? Like, so people overdosing. You know what I mean? Opioids run crazy through here, but like, it's not like, that's why I really don't rap about killing and stuff because one, I don't kill, and two, I'm not in that environment. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't rap about what I don't know.
But
like,
you can still rap. Rapping is rapping, regardless.
Exactly.
Like it's a musical form of expression.
Absolutely.
And it's about whatever it is that you make it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, again, like I say, the artist is the one that makes what it is and makes it for them. Like,
for sure.
It's their music, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, that's okay. You can go somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. So. I think also I want to say about the song is shout out to Joey again, my engineer, because I have demos of these songs, and I mean the demos, I burnt the demos out, dude, because I played them so many times. Just kind of hearing them, I was like, man, I love these demos. I'm kind of waiting to see what the real product's gonna look like. This one, from what the demo is to like the full version, like this sounds so full in your ears.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the, or in your car. Like that's one of those things where when I got the finished version of 24 Hours, I was like, man, the difference between the demo and the regular, crazy. Like, and you can hear all of like Pharaoh's, like his layering of his vocals, like just really come through. And yeah, I think that's what I like about Pharaoh a lot is he like layers his vocals extremely well.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the dude singing really well. It's like very methodical and very like well thought out you have to go check his music out. You'd really like it.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'll find one. We'll do that after we get to this
for
last song, but
sorry, I've been rambling.
So we're doing rambling next. And I just noticed that this is the longest song on the album. You had a lot to say here. So before we even preface this and get into it, why was this the longest song?
So this actually is a funny story. This song is a remake of a song of mine.
Okay.
So back in the day, this was like when I lived in Alabama, so 2013-ish. Drake had released Nothing Was the Same. So I got the inspiration to do a remix of From Time. So I found a girl from church that I knew from church, and she only sang praise and worship music. She did not sing rap. I mean, and she sang like a couple covers here, but she did not sing rap at all. Or I didn't sing any R&B. And so I approached her because I loved her voice, and I said, "Hey, I'd love to do a song with you." And she's like, "Oh, I don't sing that kind of music." And I'm like, "You don't have to worry about it. I'll write the words and I'll send it to you how it sounds. It's like, and you just sing it. That's all you gotta do." She's like, "Okay." So I basically wrote this song to From Time, sent it to her. She ends up recording it. So I have it on my YouTube channel for years, and I love this song. I always go back and listen to it. I was like, I just love like this collaboration was really cool. And so then when I was thinking about, I've watched a couple podcasts and they talk about like your old music, and they think nobody knows when a song is old. Only you know when a song is old. You know what I mean? Like talking about re-releasing stuff. So I go back and I was like, man, I would love to release I even thought about just re-releasing the how it is. Like, this is an old song I did, ha ha ha, But then I thought, what if we can turn it into an original? So what I did was Urban J, who I worked with her in Cleveland, and she sang on Call Me When You're Ready. I reached out to her and I gave her a tempo and her verse and chorus. And I told her, I was like, I want you to sing this how you think it sounds. And so I just gave her words and a tempo. And so she sang it how she saw fit. She has a very kind of like mellow tone to her, like when she sings. A lot of people say it sounds like kind of like Amy Winehouse. And so I took her vocals and I sent them to Stylin. Stylin took the vocals and made the beat around it. So we really just repackaged an old song.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I did like, when I was writing to this beat, I basically took my verse and changed it. I altered it. I added lines, took lines out, because I was like, this is 10 years ago. Like, I'm not going to say the same exact stuff anymore, So I changed up a couple little things, and that song became, we're going to hear it, but it became so great how it all came about.
Love to hear it, and that's great. Like the growth of a song or the growth of your art, like that's what it is. It's about growth.
Right.
So Rambling is a growth of a song, and it's very perfect at the end of the EP to say we've gone through all this, but this song in particular, how it feels to you is I've grown. I've gotten better because I did this song 10 years ago, but I'm going to make this better 10 years later. So here is Ramblin' featuring Urban J, again from the homie Unkle Samm.
Hey boy, I've been noticing you're focusing on me. And to be honest, when I look at you, I don't blink. And even when you talk to me, honestly, it's hard to breathe. 'Cause you have a way with words, you know. And I haven't felt this way for someone since so long ago. But I don't know what I'm afraid of. Maybe my trust issues. I know I've got enough for the both of us. The both of us.
I feel you, girl, I'm getting the message. Them past dudes messed up, that's why you protective. The reason I ain't make a move, I know you selective. And last thing I'ma do is come off disrespected. And you the type of girl that I've been waiting patiently. Painfully, I sat back waiting anxiously for you to be dating me. Cause from the time I saw you, it got hard to look away. I tried to start a conversation, couldn't think of words to say. I second guess myself with every decision about women. Like 1 minute it'll work, next minute who am I kidding? Fear and rejection, but then again, who doesn't? A constant struggle between having and wanting. But when I look at you, yeah, I be feeling something. And with my luck, you just be feeling nothing. All I'm trying to figure out is if I'm in the running. And if I am, let me know, let's have a discussion. These inside thoughts, a constant tug of war. Look, when we hang, do I hold your hand, hug her more? I guess I just fear being denied. I'd hang my head in shame knowing I would be that guy. To make you feel uncomfortable or awkward would kill me. I know dudes have before, but I'm different, you feel me? I know I'm rambling, I apologize. I'm just trying to say that I'm the type of guy.
'Cause you have a way with words, you know. And I haven't felt this way for someone since so long ago. But I don't know what I'm afraid of. Maybe my trust issues. I know I've got enough for the both of us. The both of us.
And if you get my heart, just don't break it. A promise is a promise, girl, don't mistake it. I know you heard lies from every dude in your life, so to prove that I'm right, take the view of us guys. Make a list of pros and cons and hopefully you will see on that list that all the pros are me. I'ma show you how I'm better than them dudes though. And like 5 o'clock traffic in the city, baby, we can move slow. Mama raised a gentleman, it's ladies first. Holding doors open, that's the way this works. The check is together and it's all on me. No ifs, ands, or buts, girl, you my queen. I know you ain't used to this type of treatment. You used to being sad cause the dudes was cheating. But I'ma be honest, for me that's a L. Cause anybody cheats on you, it's just cheating themselves. I deal with insecurity more than I wanna admit. My weight and my appearance, but I work on all of it. I understand that I ain't chiseled from a stone, but the way you be treated would be a gift of its own. And I bet me saying this wasn't part of your plans. I ain't asking for marriage, I'm just wanting a chance. I know I'm rambling, I apologize. I'm just trying to say that I'm the type of guy.
Cause you have a way with words, you know. And I haven't felt this way for someone since so long ago. But I don't know what I'm afraid of. Maybe my trust issues. I know I've got enough for the both of us. The both of us.
All right, the film has run out on Unkle Samm Cinema. So shout out to number one, Unkle Samm. Thank you so much for joining the stream and just giving us a little bit of time out of your day so we can just talk about this amazing project that you put together. I loved every single song.
Thanks, man. I do too.
Like, and again, that's what's important. You loved every single song, and you got one person, at least one, that also loves the songs and loves the album as much as you do. So this last song for sure had a lot of feelings in it, didn't it?
Oh yeah. I think in a sense, like this conversation that I have with the singer is basically like, or just the conversation I'm having is something I've had multiple times, you know, like it's so hard to date and being the way that I am because the song don't lie. I'm a gentleman. Like,
shout out to the gentleman in the building. How you feeling? How you living?
Listen, I treat every date that I go on like the same. Like I'm opening the door. If we're walking, I'm walking toward on the side of the street. You know, there's like little things like that. I pray over the food. I do like little things like that. And I mean, I've had women be amazed that I'm doing like the things that I'm doing. And for me, it's like, that's step one. Like this is the basic.
like,
you know what I mean? Like this isn't even a second thought that I'm doing. This is the stuff that I do.
This isn't even my final form.
Right. Like, and I tell because my mom raised me and my brother to be gentlemen. She's like, you're not going to be rude to people. You're going to say, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Like very, very regimented in that, you know, and I still say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Like, it's just part of me. And my kids will say it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just respect.
Yeah.
And like, I will be just doing little things like that. And women will be amazed. And I'm like, who the hell you been dealing with?
Exactly.
So the guys that out there are giving us a bad name, like, it pisses me off. You know?
Like it's like we are taught and we know how to be good men. We know how to be gentlemen as well. Like from day one, my mom used to make me pump her gas.
I did too.
That was at like 6 years old. I was pumping gas.
I still pump my mom's gas.
Exactly. Like if I'm taking a woman on a date, I'm going to open the door for her. I'm going to open the door to my car for her.
Yeah,
like,
in Dallas, a girl. So I was there for travel. So I had the rental car, so I couldn't like drive. Nobody can ride in the rental car that's not working for Topgolf because of the insurance. So it was kind of. I was like, I know it sounds weird. I was like, but I'm here for work. I was like, I was like, would you be able to come pick me up? I was like, I'll, do gas, whatever we need. And we just went down the road, but we stopped. I was like, let's pull over. I was like, I'll get you some gas. We got her gas. Washed her windows for her. You know what I mean? And like she was like baffled that I did that. She's like, I can't believe you just did that. I was like,
what do you mean?
But she just nobody had ever done that. You know what I mean? And it's like, so my thing is, you would think that when a guy does, it's like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. But instead, so many women run from it, and because how they've been treated in the past, they don't think they're deserving of that. They're waiting. They're like, what? You're doing this nice stuff because you're really like cheating on me behind my back, and it's like,
no,
I'm literally this is just me.
Listen, I barely got time for one woman.
Exactly.
You think I'm about to be out here dealing with 2 or 3? No, absolutely the fuck not.
Nope. And so, like this conversation, I've realized I have had with, because the thing is, if I get into a relationship or if I start talking to somebody, like if I start liking you, it ain't like I kind of like them. It's like I start diving in. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I get scared because I'm like, okay, I don't want to, show my hand too quick, and she's not feeling that because then that's going to scare her off. You know what I mean? And I've had women do that with me. They jump in, and I'm like, well, I'm not feeling. I'm like, we're still kind of getting to know each other, and you're like diving in, and I'm like, I'm not feeling this like you are, and that kind of causes a riff. You know what I mean?
30 seconds. Shout out to the homie Lucky Chef, aka Byron, hopping in the chat. How you feeling? How you living?
What up? What up?
But yeah, I completely get that. And like, this is another thing that, I just want to say out loud, because this is also how I know we relate to each other very well and how we can just be good friends and good men in general, is how we feel about our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the things that I've always had an issue with and things that I've struggled with is that I'm short as hell. I'm 5'5" with a 6-foot personality. Like, I'm supposed to be out here.
That's very accurate.
Like, y'all, you already know that. Like, in real life, I'm a very gregarious man. But you mentioned something about yours in the song as well, and how was it getting that part of you out, like being able to express how you felt about it but then still staying true to yourself, if that makes sense?
Like, you mean as far as like conveying the message of being a gentleman, or
just more like how do you deal with that like struggle? Because I know that's something that we've dealt with and we've talked about, is that's one thing that it's something that you personally struggle with, because it's also something that I have as well.
Are you talking about, sorry, just specifically like sex, or?
No, the physical piece is like your actual body. Like,
oh, gotcha. Sorry, I was just making sure I knew what you're talking about. Because I talk about my weight and my appearance, but I work on all of it. Like, it is a struggle. The thing is, I really don't have like the highest self-esteem, and people get really shocked when they hear that, because they meet me and I'm very outgoing, like you would think I have all this confidence in the world, but like when it comes to like me, it's very hard for me to like look at myself and go, damn, you look good today. You know what I mean? And I've really had to work on that. And I'm actually getting to a point now where I'm feeling so much better about myself, like probably the best I've ever felt.
That's great to hear. So let's stop there. That deserves an air horn.
And I got to shout out my boy Kevin. He is the guy who's basically the first voice on the intro. I was talking to him about I wanted to start doing affirmations. So I basically have a list of affirmations that I basically have memorized like a script now. That when I wake up, either on the way to work or in the mirror, I'll do it some way, somehow. And I have a couple of reminders, like don't forget. I have the first affirmation written out, and that way it's like, don't forget to do your affirmations today. And one of them, Kevin told me that every morning he wakes up and he looks himself in the mirror and he goes, "You pretty bitch, you." So, I adopted that into my affirmations. It's so funny when I say it every time, and the first couple of times felt really uncomfortable. But I mean, words are power, man. And you start looking at
Yeah.
yourself and like, damn, I am a pretty bitch today. Even saying it out loud right now just cracks me up. But yeah, like that's something, you know. And I'm in the gym. Basically, I mean, you remember I was 360 pounds, so I was very very big, and it took a lot for me to get to that point, and then it got me a point where I'm like, okay, we're not doing this anymore, and I've really made fitness like a very solid part of my life. I wish I had, wish I was more at the forefront sometimes, but I really am very cognizant of like how I look now, and like I can remember like being as big as I was, and like okay, like think about what you've done. Like you've done a lot of work now. You can celebrate it, So I really have, just didn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? I had to work on it and had to stay with it and not, all the way satisfied with where I'm at. I'm still working on myself. You know what I mean? I feel like, it's like an ongoing project that's never done.
All the time.
But I think like now I'm kind of getting into a point where I can like start accepting me looking better. Now my mom, she'll tell me that me and my brother are the most handsome men on this earth. You know what I mean? And I always appreciate that. But if I've made the mistake before of saying that a girl is out of my league. Oh, my mom will get so mad at me. She's like, "Don't you ever say that? No girls girls are out of your league." And I'm like, "Okay, mom, like, you know what I mean?" But she's just very like, "Don't you ever say that about
your mama
yourself."
always gonna be your biggest hype man. Straight up.
She is, man. I mean, so I've really tried to, I've done a lot better with it and feeling better about it. But that's a real struggle, and I feel like I know I'm not the only person dealing with that. So again, I write what I know and I express what I know. So I feel like if you can relate to it, great. If not, it's okay. This was for me. You know what I mean? So
yeah, brother. And again, so we've gotten through the entire EP, and I just want to say again, thank you so much for at least spending this little bit of time just telling about what it is that you have been through and every part of your life. Because I feel like this album is very closely related to not just your life, but there are hundreds of thousands of people that are going to be there when this album is performed live. I'm claiming
thanks, man. I appreciate that because I feel like I had it in my head one night where I was thinking about rambling about a crowd singing that chorus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, I can hear that. You know what I mean? That's something I feel like would resonate really well with people. You know what I mean? And I think that, like I said, I feel like I've got it. And when we can make this happen, it's just the right people got to hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I saw a video. I just sent my best friend videos. Yeah, I'm sure you're in Dallas, so Big X the plug. There's a video of him doing Big Steppa, and he's in a strip club. And they're playing it, and I mean, there's a girl on the pole, but everybody is in these tables just sitting. I mean, they look so bored. They just look like they're just kind of just sitting. And he's like, Big X. I mean, but then it shows the next video, and it's him coming out to that song. There's all these camera lights, and it's a big ass like arena that he's in, and he's performing a show, and it's like crazy. It's the same song. You know what I mean? But when people don't know you, like they act like, yeah, I can't. It can't be hot because I don't know you. You know what I mean? But man, that's why I really like. You gotta give music a chance. And there's people. I'll tell you right now, there are people that there's people that other people know that they're friends with that have really good music, and the only reason it's not out there more is because they're not listening to it.
Yeah.
There was a band I was in college with. Super talented band. And I mean, they just, I was like, why is everyone not flooding their shows? Like, there should be 400 people at this show. Like, this band is so good. You know what I mean? But it's kind of a thing. They got to hear it in the right way. But once they do, that makes all the sense. Like, I don't know. You remember, okay, her name is Felicia, but she goes by Bama.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Oh, I know that one.
Shout out to LaShawn the Label.
LaShawn the label. We
She,
definitely know LaShawn.
I sent her a hoodie, or I gave her a hoodie for free because she's really big supporter of my music. Like
Yeah.
she's just always sharing it, and she has a, I mean, she has a really good
Her
following
clothing
for her.
line is ridiculous. Like,
Go
by
get
the
a
way,
swimsuit from LaShawn the
please,
label,
please go get a swimsuit from LaShawn the label, cause
please, because she plays. Okay, I
I'm
gave her a
sorry.
hoodie.
I'll be honest. That's a good bit of my demon coming out. Please go get a swimsuit from her.
Yeah, right. I need to take a shot of haha for that one.
You know what? I'm just gonna take a shot for that one.
Hilarious.
But please, yes, go get a
go
get
get
a
it
swimsuit from
from
LaShawn
LaShawn
the
the label.
label because
Absolutely.
she is an amazing clothing designer and
She's awesome. She's such a great person.
She is very awesome.
So she basically, I gave her the hoodie, and she's like, "I'm gonna like turn this into something." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And so then I said, well, "Hey, if you don't mind," I was like, "Could you like make a video of it? That way, like it's kind of like a little promo for me." And she'd be like, "Yeah." And then I thought, "Can you put one of the songs behind it?" So she did it, and she put "In the Mood" behind it, and that's on Instagram. And she turned the hoodie into some shorts with another shirt, like 2 other shirts. Like,
matter of fact, let me see
went
if
off,
I
bro.
can let me drop that link in the chat if I can find it real quick.
You should, man. She's hella talented.
She is so talented, and you know, of course,
And she's a great mom. She got 2 little boys, and they're both adorable.
Definitely an amazing mom. Let me copy this.
But while you're looking that up, I was gonna say, like, I've been trying to like reach out to some of my friends who, like, do have a little bit of a following. You know what I mean, and can spread the awareness. I got some things I'm trying to work on, just a little promo, because I said, like, just the right people hearing it. You know what I mean? Like, she put that video up. I think it got almost like 300 likes, and I was like, dang, like probably thousands of views. You said what?
Yeah, it's up to 300 right now.
Yeah, so and she got thousands of views on it, and I was like, that's cool. People were all commenting about the shorts. And I'm like, the thing is they're watching these shorts get made, but they're hearing my song. You know what I mean? And that's the important part. You know what I mean? I saw a thing that said the other day that somebody has to hear something 17 times before they like really take it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's crazy. So as many 17 times as we can get. You know what I mean? Got to get closer to the number.
17 times as you can get. So yeah, we have. I just dropped a link to that video that LaShawn put in on Instagram with Unkle Samm's "In the Mood" as well as his merch. So definitely chuck the homie a follow on Instagram, LaShawn, as well as Unkle Samm. And then we've gotten through the entire album now, so now it's kind of a wild card thing. I know you have things to do here in the next hour and a half.
Yeah, I gotta leave for work about an hour.
Okay, got you.
But I got time.
I got another hour of I got another hour, and I have something to do at 3 too. So I have something to do in an hour and a half as well now, because I'm off work and just hanging and all that good stuff. But again, I just want to make sure that the homie Unkle Samm gets his due diligence, gets his love, and gets everything that he deserves, because we've been out here working, and this guy's been out here working. Definitely
trying.
Download the album. Listen to it.
Tell all your friends.
The art that this man has put out is definitely valid. It's worth it, and you will definitely enjoy yourself. Like, I don't even know.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. Yeah, so, man. I got. Go ahead.
I'm gonna do this one thing. So we talked about this before stream, but the one song that we know that I really, really fuck with, that you created a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, is "The Turnip Is Real."
Oh man.
So yeah. let's I could show the video, but it'll take a lot for me to change all that. But let's play The Turnip Is Real. You good with that?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's run it.
Yeah.
Hey, yay.
In case you didn't know it, this song is
Let's get active. That's how I feel.
Yeah. So here's my endorsement. Let's turn up a little bit. Let's go. The turnip is real. The turnip is real. Got me a bottle. Cause that's how I feel. Y'all know what the deal. Y'all know what the deal. Got me a bottle. The turnip is real. The turnip is real. The turnip is real. Got me a bottle. Cause that's how I feel. Y'all know what the deal. Y'all know what the deal. Got me a bottle. Cause the turnip is real. Let's pull up. ATL, JoJo, show enough, we show love, but that don't mean we
pull up.
It's BYOB, you ain't drinking for free, I don't even smoke, so don't try to trade us slow. Yeah, let's sit back, drink until it's pitch black, and if there is a mishap, we'll blame it on the fifth track. You with that, then I'm with that, go ahead and sip that, give me some baby powder, cause I'm about to get smacked, get lit, let's lift off, and our monsters get lost, trying to make this game blend. Y'all call me the pit boss. No time to get soft. My eyes be getting crisscrossed. About to make y'all jump like I wasn't crisscross. I pregame the pregame and my seem strange, but that's just me. I see lanes with these dames and they flaming that bugs me. This starving artist is hungry, even though it stay chunky. It's getting right like cocaine, but that's the reason y'all bump me.
Even though it's
turnip is real. The turnip is real. Got me a bottle, cause that's how I feel. Y'all know what the deal. Y'all know what the deal. Got me a bottle. The turnip is real. The turnip is real. The turnip is real. Got me a bottle, cause that's how I feel. Y'all know what the deal. Y'all know what the deal. Got me a bottle, cause the turnip is real. They say stay woke, but I ain't been to sleep yet. Y'all trying to find some TLC, but y'all just steady creeping. Tis the season, I'm the reason. After party full of sloppy women. Now they be all up in my face like it's a bukkake finish. Now take this and mix that for your mind can switch back. No backing out, I'm a blackout.
Y'all just steady creeping.
But y'all steady creeping. Exactly, yes.
That's ludicrous, now get back. I'm sorta lit, keep pouring, kid. Whole bar, I'll order it. I be on stage, turn up, crowd jumping like a horror flick. I'm wobbling with all my friends, getting dizzy, no, not again. Brown bag legend, cause that's what they put my bottle in. Y'all blaze a pound, I'll paint the town. Drinking some insane amount. It don't really faze me now, since my bank account really hates me now. Okay. All this craziness is about to level out. But none of this drinking makes us settle down. We ain't with the norm, now we rebels now. The turn up is always real on several accounts. Tonight's decisions are tomorrow's apologies. She say I'm a legend like John Sheedy wanting all of me. She said she see me, but ain't no one gonna be raw like me. Put my drinks into submission till they calling me. What they saying, man? Unkle Samm. Unkle Samm.
Unkle
Samm. The turnip is always real on several accounts.
The turnip is always real on several accounts.
Man, that one takes me back.
And you know that just lets you know how dedicated and committed you are to this business and just being the amazing human being you are.
Thank you, man. That was prime Atlanta too. Like that was
prime Atlanta.
That was prime Midtown Topgolf for sure. Like that was
it was prime Midtown Topgolf, yes, but at the same time, like it's something that you've continued to do. And just making music, but then making music for the people.
I mean, I always just
what need to hear.
There's a line from an Eric Sermon song. It's called "Music." I don't know if you're familiar with that song, but it samples Marvin Gaye, dude, that song was really great. But there's a line from that song that I've been thinking about getting tattooed on me.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "One fly tune to have black and white vibe in one room." And that always hits me because that's what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want my show. I want it to be an eclectic group of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to be just. I want it to be diverse. You know what I mean? Because I feel like my friend group is diverse. You know what I mean? Like,
and like, it's almost like diversity, equity, and inclusion should, be a thing.
right.
But that's not what the powers that be. I'm not trying to.
Not trying to be political.
It comes out sometimes where I get on a soapbox, but like,
right.
I'm not trying to get on the soapbox because.
No, I feel you though, because it definitely is the media will have you believe otherwise, but I feel like, man, I've been in some crazy cool times with just the most random group of people. You know what I mean? And it just be like one of them, and one of them, and one of them. You know what I mean? Like,
we out here.
That's why.
People are out here. You're here for the people. You're not here for yourself. You're here for the people.
Yeah.
And it's just a great thing to be in the number. So yeah. At this point, let's we can like I want to do this just to see if just to be a little bit traumatic or dramatic or whatever you want to call it. You got a hot 16 right now.
Oh. I always say that I don't freestyle because my freestyles would be like, I mean, I can rhyme words together.
Right.
But it's like not gonna make sense like it would like a verse. Like if I had a pre-written verse, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm about to say I'm releasing so I do a weekly rap verse in my backyard.
Yeah.
Called Who's Your Hip Hop. So if you guys want to go to my Instagram or my TikTok, you can find me rapping in my backyard. I'm actually about to do the next one I have is Lovin' on Me, Jack Harlow.
Okay.
Have you heard that beat?
I haven't heard the beat yet.
Man, rapping to the instrumental reminds me of a lot of the motto.
Not the motto. Not
like the bass line in this song, I was like, man, it kind of reminds me like of the motto. So, but I think it's gonna be a nice little banger. But I got a new
truck watching Nip Tuck. What? Shout out to No ID again. Just
not Nip Tuck.
Nip Tuck.
Dang.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. Nip Tuck was a show.
It was, yeah. It was
Nip
spicy.
Tuck was definitely a spicy ass show.
For sure.
But yeah, brother, I really do appreciate, again, you spending the time with my community and just being here and talking about your art. And I'm gonna send you this recording and all that stuff. I just want to make sure that we celebrate the great artists that are out here, and you are definitely one of them, brother.
And I'll tell you what, next time we do this, because there should be a next time, I'll have a hot 16 for you.
There will definitely be a next time. Don't even.
And I apologize I didn't have one ready.
No, it's okay. It is completely okay, because I know I just dropped that shit like right now. He was like, "Wait, what?"
Like I said, I there's stuff I'm like, and because there was like when I was coming up, and people would always ask me to rap like that, and I'd always have a verse in my head. You know what I mean? But like people really don't do it. It's like people are like rap for me. I'm like, go listen to me. Like, go give me a fraction of a penny. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not like, people make it like a dance monkey. You know what I mean? I just don't.
Yeah, that like, shit. Listen.
Right. This is kind of annoying. I was like, I played the fiddle. Oh, here. Play the fiddle. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like, you a chef. What's your favorite food to make? Motherfucker, all of it. Like,
Right.
what do you mean?
There ain't nothing I don't like to cook.
I like to cook. I don't like to cook a specific thing. I just like to cook. That's it. Like,
Are you cooking tomorrow?
Tomorrow I probably will be cooking.
Okay. I'm definitely cooking for my fam, so we're about to.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be cooking tomorrow. So, that'll be that. But again, Uncle Sam, thank you so much for joining the stream. And
Appreciate you.
if you haven't followed and haven't given him the love that he deserves and the love that he needs and every part of it, definitely go check the homie Unkle Samm. Follow on Instagram, on Twitter, on Apple Music, on Amazon Music. He makes amazing fucking music.
Appreciate that, man. And I'm actually got a new song dropping in January, so it ain't stopping here. So
it ain't stopping here. So January, we might do this again in January.
All right.
Yeah, we gonna keep this moving.
Sounds good, man.
Let's find someone to raid if I can. And Unkle Samm, I don't know if you're on Twitch or whatnot, and because that's the platform I'm using right now. I'm on Twitch. But if you're following me on Twitch, we're gonna hang around for a bit. A raid is basically where we take everything from this channel and take it to another one.
Oh, okay.
So if you can be a viewer for this channel, we can take it to another one.
I was gonna say I do have to get off here and start getting ready for work.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know you have that going on too.
Yeah, because I gotta leave. I live like an hour from work, so I have to leave.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
yeah, it's kind of sucks, but
I feel that. Well, yeah, go ahead, do what you gotta do, bro. I'll handle everything from here.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the time.
No, man. Thank you, and continue to be the great, amazing human being you are.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Keep killing it yourself.
Hey, man. Peace. That's
all right. Peace.
All right. So we out here again. Shout out to the homie Unkle Samm coming in and giving us this interview and talking about his album and everything that he's gone through to be able to make this happen, because you got to keep talking about it. Number one, keep music alive, because music will always be an outlet for many, many people. And so to be able to interview another person that, again, I know in real life, but the amount of things that he's done and the kind of person he is, he definitely deserves it. So I could either, well, I actually am going to do some things soon too. Let's see who we can raid. We have Blue, we have, I'm actually going to raid a DJ, because since we're talking about music, let's just stay on the music tip. DJ Bizon used to get me through a lot of my days when I worked at corporate. I'm not a corporate guy anymore, but excuse me. But I do really.
So yeah, so they haven't really won. Like Liquid hasn't won an expansion yet.
So for another DJ vibe, we do have these commands. I have the raid command and then the sub raid command. You can use either.
Look like this dumbass dog just got in the trash, guys.
We are
some olives, a jar of salsa, and pizza wrapped in tinfoil. Little trashy snacky. Goddamn bum. Look at me, dog.